Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another end of 2020 video, and I'm not doing any kind of you know honorable mentions this time because I have too many figures and that'd be a lot to go through. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just get right to my favorite figures of 2020. So anyway, let's start out with the SH Figuarts Loki coming in at number 15. It's a really good looking figure. It's kind of more of a posable statue just due to how limited his articulation is in the shoulders, um, the head and neck especially, and just it's a bit hindered everywhere, to basically put it. Um, But other than that, I mean, this is the best Loki on the market. So if like he has alternate hands, he's got the long and short version of his spear. He's got the Tesseract, alternate hands, alternate faces that honestly do look like Tom Hiddleston. Like the pictures just do not do the faces justice. So so that being said, he is my 15th favorite figure of the year. And with that being said, let's move on to figure number 14. And coming in at figure number 14 is the SH Figuarts Scarlet Witch. And I just want to clarify real quick. I did rank my favorite figures from the Star Wars and Marvel category, but now I'm doing like all of the figures I've bought this year combined. So this one comes in at number 14 because she's awesome. The sculpt is amazing, the paint is amazing, the articulation and accessories are amazing. Yeah, I kind of would rather a different alternate face than this one that you're seeing right here. But for the most part, I mean, she's still a really cool figure. And the Marvel Legends Scarlet Witch effects really enhance the effects that she already comes with. So that being said, oh, sorry, that was my chair creaking. Um, anyway, so that being said, let's move on to figure number 13. And coming in at figure number 14 is the SH Figuarts solo movie Black Widow, and I honestly cannot wait for this movie. I think this figure is amazing. The only issue I really have is, well, a couple issues. One, I absolutely hate the swap out holster crap. Like, Bandai, Tamashii, you know how to make working holsters. Come on. Quit doing the swap out crap, please. And also, I like the stinger effect. It's just, I wish it was like a piece you sandwiched over the ball hinge between the forearm and the hand, kind of like the webbing effect for the Mafex Spider-Man, just because it would be a little more convincing. But I mean, that's just me. It still looks really good, especially from different angles. It'll look really good in like photos and stuff. So yeah, this is so that's why this gal is figure number 14. No, 13. Wasn't it 13? Yeah, 13. My bad. Long day. So that's why she is figure number 13 of my favorite 2020 figures. And let's move on to figure number 12. And coming in at figure number 12 is the Black Series Walmart exclusive, which it shouldn't have been an exclusive. Season 7 Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano. This figure's really cool. I love even though they're very minor, I still love the butterfly joints that Hasbro included. Excuse me. And the sculpt is amazing. The paint usually is amazing. Like on some of it is amazing, but on mine, it gets a little messy on the right here on her left head tail, and I do have to go over with a silver Sharpie and cover this up. But other than that, she is awesome. And I do wish she had the more screen accurate uh, arm and leg armor, because the legs and forearms and even hands are a reuse of the Rebels Ahsoka, and I wish that hand gripped the lightsaber better, because this one grips it pretty well. This one does not grip it very well, so I do wish that they made some tweaks to the hands, but other than that, this is a really good figure. I'm very glad to finally have her in the collection, and yeah, I can't wait to make her R7A7, her personalized prototype R7 series astromech to go with her. So, anyway, let's move on to figure number 11. And coming in at figure number 11 is the Medicom Mafex Shazam. And, or as my brother jokes, well, you know what? This may not be a kid's channel, but I'm not comfortable sharing that joke. Anyway, um, anyway, so this is my 11th favorite figure because he is very posable and he has a ton of accessories. I mean, he's got 3 alternate heads, a can of like beer or cola, a smartphone. If I haven't said 3 alternate heads, um, 16, I think I counted, alternate hands. So like 8 pairs of hands, including the fists and those hands, and then you get 2 alternate chest plates, one with and without the lightning. Yeah, I highly doubt if Bandai Tamashii did a figure like this, or I highly doubt if Bandai Tamashii made a Shazam, they would include this much stuff. I highly doubt it. Highly, highly, highly doubt it. Have I stressed that I highly doubt it? Because I highly doubt it. I'm just messing around. I mean, they do good work and everything. It's just sometimes they lack in accessories, which sucks. But anyway, one of the reasons why he's number 11 is mostly due to the shoulder issue that many people are having. Now, mine don't go out much further than that on both sides, and the left shoulder is even stuck, and it still goes out to the side like the right, so it's not that big of an issue. That's why I haven't tried to fix him. Well, I mean, I did, but then I gave up because I didn't want to break him. But yeah, it does suck, but it is what it is. I mean, I think they should have left the butterfly joints out and just had the ball joint and had the ball joint that the ball joint that comes out to a hinge that plugs into the shoulder or the shoulder covers plug into the torso like the Mafex Superman. But that's just me, because while Mafex Superman doesn't go out to 90 when you try to T-pose him, he at least it's better than Shazam here. But not to say that this is a bad figure, because it's not. I mean, you get like 3 wires in the cape, one for the hood, and then one for the bottom and top layers. So that's really cool. So anyway, that is the reason why Shazam is number 11. Let's go to the top 10 with figure number 10. And coming in at figure number 10 is the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Stormtrooper mold. And, I mean, this thing is amazing. I love this trooper mold so much better than the original one that Black Series had. I mean, yeah, you can complain and gripe that they have single hinged knees and elbows instead of double hinged, but ultimately they made the cuts so deep that it doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't. Plus, you get cool butterfly joints on these troopers, which make holding the E11 that much easier. So, and kind of speaking of the E11, it does have the flashlight or the floodlight glued in, like it's a separate piece that they plugged in and glued in. I kind of wish you had the option to either have it with or without it. Um, but maybe I'll cast a mold and on the casted ones I'll clip the flashlight off or something. I don't know. But I mean it's not that big of a deal. It's just I do prefer them without the floodlight or flashlight, whatever you want to call it. Um, but yeah, and I did do the uh, head removal mod from the helmet, and I decided to put some heads on the stormtrooper bodies. Not perfect, but they do look good. So anyway, let's move on to figure number 9, I believe. And coming back around for figure number 9 is the Medicom, or not Medicom, sorry, the Bandai Tamashii Nations. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Sorry. Okay, I apologize about that. My phone is currently dying, and yeah, so. Anyway, the, coming in at number 9, officially, the SH Figuarts Beskar Mandalorian. Now, I did mod him quite a bit. I replaced the god-awful, hard plastic swap-out holster with a fabric one that I made, and I'll showcase the mods a bit better in the actual review that I do plan on doing, but I mean, once you do the mods, this thing is actually a really freaking cool figure. It's just you shouldn't have to mod an import, you know? If you get an import figure, it should come with it should be easy to use and fun to use like normal SH figure arts like Black Widow here or Taskmaster or IG-11 that I accidentally pulled into the frame a little bit ago or whatever, you know? It shouldn't be over-engineered BS, you know? So so in the end, I am happy that I got this one, and I'm glad that I did the mods. Maybe I'll go back and get the original version of The Mandalorian and do those mods as well. I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad to have him in the collection, and I love that shiny shield, or that shiny silver. Oh, so shiny, so shiny. But anyway, plus the jetpack looks really good, tapped into the back, so anyway, let's move on to figure number 8. Wait, I think I just did. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you. So at figure number 8, we have the SH Figuarts IG-11. Really cool figure. I mean, there's only a few things I would really ask to be different. Maybe a torso crunch, if not an ab crunch, or both, and better hip movement. But even as is, for a big, tall, intimidating tin can of a droid, I mean, this thing is freaking awesome. I mean, you have the different sections of the head that you can move and rotate around. I mean, he doesn't come with a lot of accessories, but for the ones that he does come with, I mean, they are very appropriate. So, um, and yeah, like I said, he's fun to use and everything like that, and I can't wait to take photos of him. But anyway, let's move on to figure number 7. And figure number 6. Wait, oh crap. Was it 6 or 7? I think it was 7. Yeah, sorry. For figure number 7, we have the Black Series Count Dooku, and I put him at number 7 because he's fun to pose, and he's a lot more fun to use than the SH Figuarts one, which, if you saw my top 10 Star Wars figures of this year, I did lose it for some reason. I don't know how or why or where it is, but anyway, I mean, it is what it is, and yeah, and it is unfortunate that I had to get another figure from another line to get alternate hands, but ultimately it's worth it because look how freaking cool that Force Lightning looks from the hand. That just looks cool. Maybe I'll make something for the thumb, but I don't know. But anyway, that's figure number 7. Now let's move on to figure number 6. And coming in 6th place we have again from the top 10 Marvel list, the Marvel Legends Deadpool 2 Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. I mean, I pretty much covered everything there. Articulates like a figure arts, just a bit stiffer, and plenty of accessories, uh, damn near close to perfect accessories, and that the only issue was that the Desert Eagles were glued in the holsters, but I loosened them and popped them out. So, and yes, he is holding a Fortnite shotgun just because it's Deadpool. He can. But anyway, let's move on to the top five with figure number five. And coming in at fifth place with figure number five, we have the SH Figuarts Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. And I put her at number 5 because this isn't my favorite look for Harley Quinn, whether it's live action or not. But the design has grown on me, and I do like it more and more. Um, and I mean, it's a comic adaptation. It's a live action adaptation to what we see in the comics, basically. I mean, yeah, we don't see her dressed in something like this, but I mean, she could. You never know. But anyway, I mean, the sculpt is amazing. The accessories are really good. Um, the knees in the back and when you bend them in the front are a little ugly and unsightly, but it is what it is. Um, the single hinged elbows also look a bit meh, but I mean, it's better than a double hinged in my opinion. A double hinge joint, and yeah, the butterfly joints are a bit tight, and she doesn't have a lot of she doesn't have any movement below her chest. Like she doesn't crunch in this cut due to the design, but I will say she does make up for it in the waist. So anyway, great accessories, great sculpt, great paint. And yeah, so let's move on with figure number 4. Alright, and moving on with figure number 4, we have the SH Figuarts Taskmaster. Again, I love the paint work on this thing. I love the colors. I love the accessories. I just love almost everything about it. The only things that irritate the absolute hell out of me are the swap out holstered and unholstered pistols and the pouch over here, as well as the bow and arrow. Like Bandai Tamashii sculpted the bow and arrow of him pulling back an arrow in the bow, and I kind of would rather have the option to like have him pull the bow back on an elastic string. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I could probably mod it or something. But it does make me a little nervous because this isn't an easy figure to get now. So, but anyway, yeah. And I was talking to my buddy one time, and I'm just gonna throw this in here real quick. I'm not against women or anything like that, so don't even try to pin it on me. But I really hope they don't make Taskmaster a girl in the MCU because that would really throw me off because he's a guy in pretty much every version of Marvel that I know of. I mean, feel free to correct me, but anyway, I just don't want a bunch of feminism drama in stuff I enjoy. That's all I'm saying. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the sequels. But anyway, of Star Wars. But anyway, let's let's move on to the top 3 with figure number 3. And for figure number 3, we have Wakanda Forever, Black Panther from Mafex. And I mean, if you've seen my top 10 favorite Marvel figures, I mean, you already know why I like him so much. I mean, greatly articulated, greatly accessorized, greatly sculpted and painted, and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, I don't mean to bring it up again. It's a bummer that Chadwick Boseman passed away this year, especially with this year being such a shit year already. Excuse my French, but, well, then again, what do you care? It's not a kids channel. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do for Black Panther, but I hope whatever they do, they make it work. But anyway, um, Black Panther is figure number 3 because of just basically how awesome this thing is. I mean, again, if you're looking for a hyper articulated Black Panther, Mafex, go for it. Has pretty much no QC issues. Just hope that the reissue version doesn't have QC issues as well. But anyway, let's continue on with figure number 2. Alright, and speaking of amazing Mafex figures, here we go with figure number 2. Avengers Infinity War Thor. Again, it's like Medicom took a page out of Hot Toys' book and was like, hey, here's our Thor. Enjoy. And, I mean, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll enjoy, because this thing is awesome. And, I actually hope they make an Avengers version of Thor, with the same kind of, like, swap out discs and everything for the lightning, but if they don't, then, hopefully I can get the SH Figuarts Avengers Thor, just for an alternate look. I mean, if I can, cool. If not, hey, it's okay. So, but anyway, if you've been here for this far, or this long, I applaud you, and I thank you. We have one more figure to go, and then we are done with this top whatever 2020 crap. I say crap to be funny. I actually did enjoy doing this, but anyway, yeah. Let's move on to the final and first favorite figure of this year. All right, and I know what you're thinking, dude. You just brought out your amazing Yamaguchi Harley Quinn. That better not be your number one favorite figure of the year, and I'm sorry to disappoint, but it is. Yes, I know this figure was technically released last year at the very end, but there is a but. I did get her on New Year's Eve, so just because it's a day before 2020 doesn't mean that it doesn't count. Just saying. But, I mean, if it was like a month, okay, sure. You got me. But a day, nah, it counts. It counts. Because also I had to work, so my dad, so I only had a few hours to kind of mess with her. And, I mean, guys, this is pure, well, I wouldn't say perfection, but this is close to pure perfection for a highly hyper articulated, might I add, action figure of Harley Quinn. I mean, yeah, she has anime proportions. I mean, you get the picture. But this thing is truly a work of art. I forget the sculptor, but the sculptor for Amazing Yamaguchi should be proud of this accomplishment. I mean, if you haven't seen my review where I gushed over this thing, then go watch it. But yeah, this thing is just pure amazing, and I enjoy this figure every time I pick it up. I don't dread the whole Revoltech stuff that people usually gripe and complain about or dread or whatever. This thing is just so close to perfect, and this is actually one of my favorite Harley Quinn costumes, the New 52 comic design. I don't know what it is about it, but I really enjoy it. And I did, if you haven't seen my top 5 favorite customs video, she goes great with her Astromech droid H2Q5 in the paint job inspired by the New 52 comic design. So, yeah, I mean, that pretty much does it for my top 15 overall figures of 2020. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you made it this far. And if you didn't, because you're sick of hearing me talk, I apologize. And yeah. So, anyway, that's it. I'm not doing any more 2020 top videos. I mean, it was fun, but it was also exhausting. Like, it was hard to determine what figures were um, my favorite in what order. It was difficult, and yeah. So anyway, there you go. Uh, there's my lists, 4 out of 4, and if you haven't checked out the other 3 top 2020 videos, then go check them out and let me know what you think. And if you agree with me, cool. If not, then hey man, my opinion. You don't have to have the same opinion as me. But anyway, you guys have a happy new year, and let's hope and pray to God that 2021 is at least twice as better than this year, and that it won't suck. Seriously. Let's hope and pray that next year is better than this year. Anyway, see you in the next one.